Hey, so I just finished my January 2018 forecast. I think it's really good. I'm really proud of it. So, as always, the link is in the description if you want to check out and support that project. I would really appreciate it. You know, if you're someone that is enjoying these videos and my interpretations, it would be something I think that you would learn a lot from and enjoy. So, continuing on with the moon series, I'm going to talk about Libra Moon. So this is a very interesting moon sign because even though it's an air moon, which would usually consist of qualities that would make you more detached from your emotions and make it more of a mental experience, Libra is so relational, especially when it's in the moon, that it kind of overlaps itself in terms of the sense that your social oh, my hair's distracting me. I apologize. That your social endeavors and your relationships are going to really impact you emotionally. Libra is a very emotional sign, even though it's an air sign. Again, kind of depending where it's placed. But if this is your moon sign, the people in your life, in a way, kind of rule your emotions, which can be a bit unnerving at times or upsetting because you could wish it didn't affect you so much, or that you had a little bit more control over that aspect of your life. But what ends up happening is that as soon as you wake up in the morning, your soul is going to seek to connect itself to the other people in your life. And a lot of times that's done mentally by thinking about the person, by reaching out to them through technology, speaking to them, what have you. But especially when Libra is manifesting itself through the moon, you're going to find that when you wake up, you're going to reach out emotionally as well. It's almost as if, because usually the brain does this, where it sends out strings and connects itself to the things that it's trying to interact with or visualize. You will send out these mental emotional strings to other people in which you feel very intuitively and psychically connected to them. It is a sign that has a potential for telepathy as well. You just really are able to link with another person on a very subconscious and intimate level and be there with them in a unified space. So it's easy for you to understand a lot about other people. Like, you can just really link into another person's soul pretty easily. And this is something that nurtures you. You need intimate relationships and other people in your life to feel satisfied and nurtured. Libra Moon's probably the most painful thing that you could ever go through is feeling like you are alone in the world, or feeling like you don't have any significant connections to draw off of, or that people don't care about you. Things like this and isolation are really going to make you feel negatively about yourself and feel really depressed. So if you have a Libra moon and you're not in a good mood, you're pretty much always going to try and interact with someone, and that'll cheer you up almost immediately and bring you into this space. It's almost as if you can't fully express your emotions without other people being involved. So it's a pretty difficult placement in terms of emotional independence. It's not something that you are going to be inclined to achieve or work on because it doesn't come to you very naturally, and it's incredibly challenging. The reason that you do need to work on that, though, is so that you can be in healthy relationships, because with your moon in Libra, you're really going to be kind of dependent on love and other people and communicating and such. So it depends on your relationships, of course. If you are really close to a lot of people that also have Libra energy, this won't be as relevant. But most people need you to be, to a degree, emotionally independent. Otherwise, it's going to start taking a toll on them. So what Libra Moon unfortunately does more often than not is really push people away because they get too clingy and too dependent, and then their partner or friend feels like, well, damn, if I'm not around, they're just gonna be sad. And that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, to make all of your happiness about them. But Mariposa. But like I said, you need that. So it's frustrating as a Libra moon. It's like you don't want to be too up in everyone's business and asking them to hang out all the time, but you really want to be with people all of the time. So some good things for this are to have a large social circle so that you can hang out with people every single day, just have it be different people so that you're not overwhelming any particular person. And Libra, while they really like to spend time with their favorite person, like usually it's one, they are very fluid and can have multiple relationships, loves, friendships, what have you. It's not so much of a family-oriented sign. None of the air signs really are. Typically, the social element is less important, and you interact with your family because of emotional reasons. But a Libra moon might have a little bit more leeway in terms of this, with getting some of your social needs through family members as well, and really being around people that you love in general. So that's one thing, is just kind of diversify your social group. You could also, this is more of an Aquarius thing, but try to be more active online. Libra really needs that kind of physical aspect of it, where Gemini is cool with texting and Aquarius is great with social media. Libra is more of a phone call kind of person as well, but keep that in mind. If you can't physically be around someone, you might want to call them or video chat. That would really make you feel just comforted in the moment, to know that you can do that wherever you are, whenever. So even long distance friendships are going to be helpful to you and much easier to kind of maintain that emotional stability as well. Just try and challenge yourself to learn how to be alone. But another beautiful way to kind of heal this always feeling like you need to be connected to someone thing even when you're alone, is just connecting to your higher self or the universe or plants, animals, energies, the cosmos. Whatever you want to connect with mentally and emotionally, you should be able to do that. And it is really just as powerful as any of your other interactions throughout the day. So really utilize your imagination and intuition to create a landscape internally for you that is emotionally satisfying and nurturing. That's totally within your realm of capabilities. All this being said, I don't want it to only seem like you would come across as overwhelming, because for the most part, people absolutely love being around you. Libra Moon is someone that just has this beautiful, charming quality about them, and they really tend to attract a lot of people. They are equally there for you and your emotional needs. And everything being said about the emotional independence part, I mean, Libra Moon is someone that's going to constantly try to balance emotions, especially in a give and take sense. So you should be, for the most part, very aware of this part of yourself and just balance it out. Like I said, if you spend 4 days locked up in a hotel with the love of your life, maybe spend the next day going to lunch by yourself and just thinking or chatting with someone on the phone, you know? It is really just all about balance. You don't have to like stop doing things or cut things out. Just moderate them. But you're pretty good in relationships about that give and take. You don't fall into a lot of the traps that usually the water sign moons do, where you're just giving and giving and giving and this person isn't giving you anything back. Libra is it wants to feel just and right, and like there is equality and fairness going on within their emotional life when it's in the moon. So you're going to be aware of people that drain you or aren't there for you or could even be just too much for you. And you're going to adjust yourself accordingly so that your emotional world can stay pretty stable. That's what Libra moons prefer, is when their emotions are at like a keen, calm, logical space. And really the only thing that upsets them is all of these interpersonal details. And they will go through it in their mind and try to fix it and try to find a way to start thinking about things that make them feel better, etc. So there's a lot more that I could say about this moon sign as usual. It depends on who you are as an individual, obviously, first, and then you should really check out which house that it's in and what other things that it might be aspecting. If you're interested in birth charts or compatibility readings, I offer those services as well. Please just email me with kind of what you're looking for and your information so I can look up your chart or you and another person's chart, and we can discuss pricing and all that. So, oh man, holidays. So I only have a few more moons left. Thank you guys for enjoying this and supporting me. And if you have this moon sign or know someone with this moon sign, please share your experience in the comments. I really love reading it. All right, peace.